And we're on, and it's yet another episode of Suit Yourself Menswear Podcast.
Yeah.
And we today, while recording this podcast, we reached 2,000 followers on Instagram. So guys, if you're not following us on Instagram yet, find us Suit Yourself _podcast. And
We
as
have
always,
so much gears now to celebrate the 2000.
we're celebrating, guys. If you're watching us on YouTube or on Spotify with video, you can see the neon sign, Suit Yourself.
Yeah, it's it's quite cool.
And we can even make a disco here with this. Yeah, we have somewhere there's a remote. I don't know where is it, but you can.
Yeah, we've been playing around with it.
Different settings, but yes, also some other thing.
Yeah.
As always, Jordan.
Yeah, that's me and you.
Michał. And as we are at Skåksebolaget, a web store where you can buy some nice shoes, we are gonna talk about shoes. As you can see, we're wearing some slip-on shoes. Mine are maybe not so slip-on because I still have some shoelaces, and those are actually not loafers. But today we're gonna talk about loafers and different kind of loafers and a bit about moccasins.
Yeah, so basically this is our favorite type of shoes, I think, for both of us, right? We are wearing them all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Actually 3 of those are mine.
Yeah.
Because I also have this model, this Enzo Bonafè, but I'm not wearing it that often. So we just took some from the store, from Skåksebolaget. So we have here, what do you have actually? It's Skolix.
So, yeah, exactly. Belgian loafers from Skolix.
Yeah.
Very nice, quite comfortable. They were not so comfortable in the beginning. I had to make them.
Yeah,
that's the thing also with loafers. Since they are quite low, you need to have them quite tight in order for them to...
Yeah, you have no lacing, so they need to sit very tight.
And I've got used to wear shoes that are quite wide. I have quite small and narrow feet. And pretty much my whole life I had shoes that were quite spacious for that. And when I started really liking loafers, I quickly understood that the only way to wear them is quite tight to your foot, and then it's a bit uncomfortable in the beginning sometimes. It gets better with time, but I have soft foot.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about it later because we have a lot of different leathers, and we have calf leather, we have some cow leather as well, usually waxed. We have some suede, and we have also Cordovan, which is very hard.
Yeah, and very
special, very expensive. But so we are slipping into this subject today, literally slipping in.
Nice.
Loafers.
Yeah.
Just for bankers or for preppy kids? I think for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, I don't think so many bankers dare to wear loafers still yet. It's
here,
more Oxford.
Here they are more Oxford,
exactly.
which is weird, guys, because Oxford for me is very formal shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
And
in the jump from the Oxford to the sneakers.
Exactly.
There's no middle ground.
No. And people are wearing Oxford shoes with chinos here.
Yeah.
And with jeans. I don't wear Oxfords that often.
Yeah, that looks very off. You know, people are often talking about the fact that what we are wearing looks grandpa or things like this. I would say that if you want to look like a grandpa, you actually wear chinos with Oxford shoes, and then you look like a grandpa.
Or maybe chinos with running shoes also.
Yeah. Although a lot of Japanese guys are doing this, with New Balance. It's quite cool.
But it's different. But how would it even start with loafers? I mean,
it's an old story. The shoes comes back from long time, actually.
From 1930s.
Yeah, from 30s. If you take the origin of, I wonder if moccasins. Maybe you have an answer on that, because moccasins came before. loafers,
yeah.
and probably the influence also the.
I mean, I don't think so, because actually loafers started from fishermen's shoes in Norway.
Oh yeah.
And one guy from USA went to Norway, saw those shoes, came back in 1930s.
The Norwegians, how they say that?
Norwegians, yeah. That's why
GH
from
base.
Norwegians, Norwegians, and GH Bass.
Okay.
American brand.
Yeah, makes sense now.
The favorite brand of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And pretty affordable brand as well.
Yeah, I have a pair of them, both shoes that I had for like ever, years and years. And the patina that they get, I get more compliments now that I'm wearing that all the time, and that they got the patina that they age nicely than in the beginning. So very nice to see how they age. I didn't expect the leather to age in such a nice way, actually.
Yeah, but boat shoes it's something different. Actually, I wear boat shoes today, black suede, but it's not a loafer.
No.
I mean, the upper side is like loafer, but it's not like loafers.
Boat shoes in suede loafer, in suede leather. Can it accept water?
It's different.
It's super fragile, no?
I mean, suede is not fragile, but it's not a typical boat shoe, yeah. But so we have those Norwegians.
Yeah.
And then in 1950s, there was something with penny loafers, you know.
Yeah.
We have penny loafers. Let us show what this. It's not maybe a typical penny loafers, because this one is Italian, full strap. You have the strap goes from the sole to the sole, so for
much more expressive.
Yeah, through whole shoe, upper shoe. And why penny? Because in 1950s, young kids on universities just put a coin here, a penny.
Yeah, exactly.
To be able to call.
That's the story that they were saying. So it's because they were saving a dime to be able to call their parents, because they were using all the money to go to pubs and so on. And they were like, if I don't save...
Emergency.
Exactly. An emergency coin.
Right. I mean, it was paid phones back then.
Yeah, exactly.
So you actually, guys, the younger of you don't remember that. I still remember, I still remember actually when you insert a coin.
Yeah.
But later it was a telephone card. But right now it's maybe too tight.
I mean, we are old. I mean, I had at the bottom of my street, I had a cabin, phone cabin.
Yeah. I think those cabins, actually those cabins are back, but at the offices you have, those small cabins.
Yeah.
Cabins
I think in Germany they still have some
team calls. But right today it would be difficult to fit a whole iPhone here for emergency call. Yeah, so we have those penny loafers. And we also have, I have some script here. So we have also Tassel loafers.
Yeah, Tassel loafers, they're a bit, so those ones, there's some kind of love-hate with those ones. It's like you want them, and then when it's your first time with Tassel loafers, you're like, should I have this little
that it's funny, because those tassels, actually in Polish you call them kutashiki.
Yeah, like in French.
And kutas is also it's for you call it like men's genitalia.
Exactly, it's the same in French. We say that gland. It's like mocassin à gland. And gland is also, mocassin. But it's actually from a tree. It's also the fruit from a tree. I mean, the shell from a tree, and it also that's also the reason why there's an hesitation in wearing those ones, because it feels a bit precious, in a certain way. It feels maybe a bit too dandy. I would say that I don't own one at the moment. It's really not my priority, to be honest. I prefer penny loafers.
Pennies are more versatile. I have those tassels. It's model Russell from Loke. And they are more formal, than penny loafers.
Yeah, exactly. They're cleaner.
But I would say that pennies are more versatile. And there's also some note how it started. I have some script here. So it started in 1940s. Actor Paul Lucas wanted a pair of shoes with tassels. He went to Alden. You know Alden. I would like to have Alden Cordovan loafers, penny loafers.
We all want that.
And they made it happen. And suddenly, tassels were a thing. So you have tassels, but the origin of the word kutas in Polish. It's actually a belt that was worn by a nobleman. Okay. And it was hanging like that. And like men's genitalia hangs as well. So that's why in Poland we call it the penis is
always revolve around the penises and the balls. We're trying to talk about something else, guys, but it's not our fault.
It's not our fault. It's just you know how it is. So tassels are actually a lot of guys are wearing with shorts. Would you wear tassels, pennies with shorts?
Yeah, with what I'm wearing, for example, today. With some. It's not really denim. It's more like it's a chino fabric, but that I made in 5 pockets, like denim. So that's typically the type of shoes that I would wear with this. It's very Italian. How many Italian guys we have seen wearing this type of thing? I mean, some English guys are doing it very nicely as well. I would say that with the white trousers, it's the best look, in my opinion. Maybe some light denims also could be very cool, but definitely something casual. I wouldn't wear that with anything that is too formal.
You mean tassels?
Yeah, it feels a bit off.
They are more formal, so it would look good. But I would say that then it can't be anything too tight because those tassels,
sure.
the apron of tassel loafers is very short. So it makes your foot look smaller.
You would wear them with a full suit?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, right.
I wore them with.
I mean,
but I wore them with something like winter suits actually.
Winter suit.
Tweed or something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm feeling. I mean, there's no real contraindication because nowadays loafers are so versatile. They are so easy to wear. They are so
even in winter. I mean, in Sweden, at Loke store, we have loafers with rubber sole.
Yeah,
Especially,
exactly.
I wear my loafers during the winter time and when it's not snowing. Sometimes even when it is snowing.
Yeah, you're taking chances.
I mean, the loafer is a very versatile shoe. It's not like you need to wear loafer just in the summer. And also another thing, we have also some loafers that are typically Italian. And this is actually one of my favorite pairs.
Yeah.
And this is my newest pair.
Yeah.
The very pretty one, precious suede, very good quality suede, brown suede, Enzo Bonafè, handmade, made to order, just few pairs. Horsebit loafer, and
it's been worn.
Yeah, and it's made. Wait a minute, I have
So very.
And it's from 1953. Made by Gucci.
Gucci, yeah.
They just took the horse horsebit, and put it on the shoe. So it's like putting a horse in your shoe just without the smell. Yeah.
There's some smell though.
Yeah, it is. But it's also something that gives the luxurious look.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
There's something Italian that it's just pops out.
Yeah, that's the case. That's definitely that, and that's where there's a middle ground in between popping out a bit too much, being a bit. There's a bit of bourgeois, new bourgeois was showing off a bit more money, and then when you are wearing those, you are showing off a bit more. Nowadays, it's such an icon of the shoes that it doesn't really matter. No one will.
Yeah, I mean Gucci,
take it badly.
the brand is, it's not the same as it was in 50s, 60s.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it's too much logos. So owning a Gucci loafer is actually one thing that I would like to own.
Yeah.
A Gucci classical Gucci loafer. But I have Enzo Bonafè, also Italian, and this chic, as you said, the small part, the horsebit, gives. I mean, the accent of. It's just something different.
Yeah.
You see a lot of horsebit loafers on ladies,
Yeah.
but not on men. Not anymore.
No, it's not very common. And I would say that this is something that we mentioned before. We are often talking about pieces that we like some iconic pieces, but we rarely talk about iconic pieces from a brand. But we mentioned that before. There are certain pieces you want to owe them because there's also the whole heritage behind the brand.
Yeah, we talked about
Horsebit
brands.
Exactly, Horsebit from Gucci. There's not so many things that I would be interested in. Nothing comes to my mind when I'm thinking about Gucci, but this one would be cool.
Exactly.
There is a silk square from Hermes, or maybe a tie from Hermes. That'd be nice because there's a whole heritage behind that. I don't know. There are some garments like this. They are really impersonified by a brand. And in this case, it's still nice to have, because it's there is something chic about it, and this is something that really gives a bit of personality, and it's also something that is easy to recognize for everyone. A lot of things that we are wearing, no one cares because no one knows besides us and the few people that are watching us. You guys know, we know, but it's only us, like 1% of the population.
A lot of people will look at those Gucci loafers. Okay, loafer.
Yeah.
But they would maybe, if it's because you have also Gucci loafers with those typical Gucci colors.
Yeah, a lot of people will get it. You know? It's like a Rolex. You're not into watch, but everyone will say, "Oh, that's a Rolex."
Yeah, but if it's just black and horsebit, the classical.
Yeah.
Nobody will just care if it's Gucci or not, because it looks like regular, like cheap loafer from a.
But that's also that's the
from
problem.
a distance.
That's also the thing. People won't know if it's actually real
the
ones or not.
I would know, but because the original Gucci loafer is very soft and it's like like slippers. But it was popular in the 70s, 80s on Wall Street. Guys were playboys back then. Were wearing them with white chinos with some slim fit Italian suits. And they have a comeback right now. I mean, they never went out of trend to the closet.
They are too classic for that, and that's the strength of the iconic pieces that we mentioned. It's never gonna go out of trend. It's never gonna go out of trend to have, but also because they work very nicely. You know, the shape also of it is not only by chance that those pieces became iconic. It's because they were very well made, and they really are pointing something that works in a wardrobe.
Yeah, right now we have very different shapes of loafers. We have more rounded, like for example Alden. We have more pointy, like for example those Enzo Bonafès or those Cordovan ones that we have from Le Fautung. And that's also something interesting because those are split toes.
Yeah,
also.
Very nice. I have a pair
slim.
of paraboots like this, shoes with the split toe. It is very nice. I prefer a split toe with a bit more rugged type of shoe, I would say, because it's the split toe evokes something with the hunting and things like this, so it's a bit more countryside-ish. But what is very interesting with this one is the leather.
Yeah, Cordovan.
So Cordovan is a very special leather. First of all, it's horse leather.
Horse behind.
Yeah, exactly, and it's very rare. I think there's only 3 it's not really factory, it's slaughterhouse kind of that are
suppliers.
Yeah, that are authorized to make this type of leather in the whole world. So it makes it quite rare.
And it's the oxblood color or the light brown, the typical Cordovan colors.
Yeah.
This one, the oxblood, is I think the most iconic, and also blacks.
Yeah.
They get a lot, very nice patina.
Exactly.
You need
The
to
patina
use
is unique.
special products also.
Yeah.
You cannot use the same as for calf leather.
No.
And this one is interesting because it also has some kind of like heel here, extra leather piece.
Yeah, and so people want them for the resistance of the leather. It's quite resistant, but also the way you mentioned it, the patina that it gets, but also the way it's gonna not wrinkle, but it's gonna take the shape of your
it just
foot.
looks better with time.
Yeah,
I only had a watch strap made from Cordovan.
Yeah.
It was too hard actually.
Too hard, yeah.
It wasn't
I can imagine.
It wasn't so comfortable on my wrist.
Yeah.
And
But,
we have also Belgians.
Yeah, so
Something special.
those are the one that I'm wearing right now. Belgians, they are super popular these days. They are-
Typically on leather sole, because you have on rubber sole.
Yeah, exactly.
And usually the original ones had a bow tie
Yeah.
on the top.
Which makes them like very homey.
Yeah, they are like indoor shoes.
Yes, exactly.
most. And they were created by Henry Bendel, made famous
Sounds like a guy
in New
that's-
York, Belgian shoes. So the brand
You gotta stay
is
at home.
yeah, the brand is still active.
Yeah,
Original Belgian shoes, soft, flexible, often with a little bow on top. It's like a sleeper that you can wear outside.
Yeah, exactly. And you have the model that this one can typically be worn outside. You have also those ones that are made either of velvet or of this like a bit like
Canvas something.
canvas, but molten. I'm not sure about the way of saying it in English, but you know, you have some. It's sewn on the. It's material that can be a bit silky also. And,
But those are more indoor shoes and
definitely
worn
indoors.
with, for example, tuxedo or some formal attire.
Exactly. Formal attire, or that's typically the thing that you would wear with the. How do you call that? You know, like the not night dress, but then. The thing that you wear after taking a bath, the robe.
Yeah.
You know, silk robe.
Yeah, like
it's very
Hugh
old school.
Hefner.
Yeah, exactly.
And we also have something like.
Would you wear that?
Yeah, I would.
That's too much for me.
And I would also wear Kittel loafers. I have those Kittel loafers. I have Kittel Tassel loafer. We don't have them right now, but the Kittel is like you have some kind of
Embroidery?
no, it's not embroidery. It's we can show it later, but it's not. It has also a tassel, but it also have like some leather parts hanging.
Another leather part that is like protecting a bit, like there's a model actually.
It looks like a grass or something.
Yeah,
hanging
exactly.
From the shoe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like with fringed panel.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it some kind of tradition, but like English tradition or something?
Yeah, kittel. So it looks like
a kilt, right? Exactly.
Kilt. I'm sorry, kilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So it's the part that it's here in front. They have this leather hanging.
Exactly. So that's
So
what I thought.
you should wear it with traditional Scottish.
Is it loafers though? I thought it was other type of shoes. Not,
You also have like some kind of golf shoes with this kilt stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah. But the one that we skipped also. I mean, all the Belgians are a bit homey, so you can see some with embroidery also. When you're a noble person, you have embroidered your own armor.
Yeah, but those are usually just slip-ons. It's not a loafer.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have this sewn apron.
Yeah, exactly. And basically Belgium are cousins with this. They are brothers, but you can wear them outside. Yeah. That's the difference.
We also skipped moccasins. We should say what's the big difference, because moccasins, they have soft sole, and you start making it from the bottom to the top, and then you add the apron, and usually the sole is soft from leather. You can have this like driving mocks, for example. You have those rubber parts that gives you grip. Exactly. But also it comes from Native Americans.
Yeah, exactly.
And loafer, it's like a regular shoe, just the top part is sewn like in moccasin, but it's just more construction, more like regular shoe. You can also resole it. So you just build the upper part of the shoe and then add the sole, while moccasin is just one part.
It's just one part, exactly. And moccasin, so I remember they were also selling that like the best shoe for cars, because you have the grip, at the back of it. So at the back it goes a bit up, the underpart.
They're very soft.
Exactly, and which gives a grip. I don't know about that, to be honest.
You don't have any heel in moccasins.
Exactly. And that makes them, I don't know, I've never overused any that I have. I got a bit tired of them. I never wore them too much often or inside at home. But for outside, I always feel that it's a bit too fragile, or that it's not gonna...
If you don't have a lot of moccasins, they actually have just glued sole. Rubber sole right now, but for me it's just too casual. A lot of people wear it with suit. I wouldn't. You just wear it with shorts. You wear it with chinos.
It's beach wear almost. It's something that you would wear at the beach or at the pool.
No, I would wear then boat shoes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing basically.
Yeah, that's something different. Like boat shoes, deck shoes. They were built to be used on
exactly, to have a grip.
Ships.
They have a better grip for that also.
And they have special grip on the sole. They have special leather also that is more rugged, that can take water. But the construction is very similar, but it's not a loafer.
I have a good friend of mine that is wearing I think those are GH base GH bass, moccasin that look like they are a bit Cordovan look-alike, and he's been wearing that forever, and he's still wearing them. And it's funny because he's a guy that is an outdoor guy. His name is Vincent. I don't know if he's going to watch that. The other day, he placed a comment on the shoes, like we were making a reel about which type of shoes should one wear, and he answered me right away. Well, obviously loafers. And he's always wearing they are more. They more have this moccasin shape, actually, but they are loafers because they have an actual sole. And he's wearing them all the time, and I would say that it's, in case of doubt, it works with everything. And he is a guy, an outdoor guy, so he's wearing a lot of sometimes rugged fabric and so on. And whatever is in town, or when he's in the countryside, even when he's on the boat, he's wearing those shoes, and it works super nicely. It gives a strong identity to someone.
Yeah, but the GH Bass, they usually use cow leather that is polished, so you don't need to do much with it. because and the leather is also cheaper.
Yeah.
But it's also Blake construction, so it's
it's
the sole
flexible.
the shoe its own is just lighter, more flexible than for example Goodyear welted loafers like those here, but also it's heavier and you can resole it. Belgian Blake construction, it's the upper sole, it's directly sewn to the sole. And actually no, my Enzo Bonafé Horsebit loafers, it's a moccasin construction.
Oh, is it?
It's just it's just the sole is sewn directly to the leather.
The leather, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Does that really change the comfort in them?
I mean, they are very comfortable.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned.
They are round. They have more space. So it's very different. Like my favorite actually. Shoe
and I
right
think
now.
you also prefer, because I am not big fan. And actually, those ones they are on the edge that I'm wearing. I don't like too pointy shoes. I prefer when there's a bit of roundness to them, which Italians tend to make them a bit more pointy. I mean, we can.
The Enzo Bonafé, the first one is actually but they have very special lasts.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to have the same last as any other brand. They have their own. But you can also order on a more round last than this one.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
But the price point is also interesting, I think, with those ones.
Enzo Bonafé? Yeah. They are not cheap, but it's something special.
Yeah, it is, definitely. And if we were to give a few brand advice also, that could be interesting for people. So for me, when you start, GH Bass, of course, they have good pricing for that.
They were better priced before. They are pretty expensive right now,
It's becoming
for the quality.
Yeah.
Because the leather is not the best one.
No, that's true.
The construction also.
And that's one interesting point.
The design is nice.
The design is nice, and I would say the one that I have had them for, let's see, maybe 6 or 7 years, and I'm wearing them every summer. They are still there. They are still holding on. It's not the best leather, but the fact that I'm taking care of it, even not a great leather, if you take good care of it, will age in a nice way. So if the construction from the start is good enough, you can still have shoes that you will keep for a long time. I mean, it's still leather, and it's still an animal that died for it, and it's still something that can be taken care of. So that would be a good entrance. You have a strong design, and you have something that is not too expensive.
Those Swedish brands like Moccasins or Märkvist.
I have penny loafers from Moccasins. Very good. They hold on also.
I mean, it's also on like the price level. I would also think about maybe saving a bit to buy Loke shoes, because Loke, the brand has heritage. They have their own manufacturer. The brand is still family owned, and Moccasins Märkvist third party produced for them.
So it's Portuguese made, which is quite good though. We all remember, we all went through Mermin when this brand appeared, and we're like, wow, is it possible to have those beautiful shoes for that good prices, which didn't last so long? I mean, Mermin still exists, but it's not so cheap anymore. The Portuguese construction is very good. So
this Cordovan shoe, Le Fautung, is made in Portugal.
Yeah. No, the leather makers and the shoemakers in Portugal have a great reputation, so it's nothing bad, of course. But Loke is made in England, so it's a bit something even higher. I would say that it's not that English makers are better than Portuguese maker, but it's just that there is an heritage that is quite strong also. Exactly. So that's very nice to have, and it's going to have different appearance.
Yeah, so for me it would be Loke, it would be Enzo Bonafé.
Yeah.
I also had I would also add Alden's.
Yeah, but before jumping to Alden, I would say, what do you think about Crockett and Jones?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great shoe. They are a bit pricey.
Yeah, they are not so far from Loc in terms of quality, I'm guessing, for some of them.
And it's double the price.
It's double the price, yeah. So it's nice to have, we were talking about brands. One wants to have his pair of Crockett & Jones, you know.
Yeah.
At some point you want yours, but it's a bit overpriced.
I think I would go with some made-to-order Enzo Bonaface.
Yeah.
If they will have nice.
Can you describe a bit the made-to-order, how it works, to which extent you can choose options?
I mean, you can order whatever you like. Actually, but they have some lasts, but they can construct a last just for you. But also something that is very interesting at Skoaksibolaget, the store we're actually sitting right now. The studio is at Skoaksibolaget office. They have every month they have some kind of made to order that they are posting some shoes that you can order. You need to pay in advance 50% of the price.
Yeah.
And when they collect at least 4 people that want those shoes, I mean the minimums are different. So just guys check every month.
Yeah.
So I think 8 people ordered those shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have those drops every month.
And then you can.
And then you wait 4 months.
Yeah.
That's the
how
worst
much?
part.
1 month?
4 months.
4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit long, but I mean, yeah. So you can choose the sole, the last.
I mean, no. Those drops are just they put on the shoe and. You're getting or not, but you can also make to order. You can also contact them, choose the last, choose the leather because they have swatches here at the office. Yeah. But I don't know how it works. I just bought it because it was this monthly drop. Yeah. And it's just made to order. It's not in stock. It's not in the regular collection.
Yeah. No, but they look very nice. So yeah, that would be a jump, and
also the one monk strap loafer that I had at PT with the shark skin. It was also ordered like that. So I guess it's great when you want to have a pair that is very unique.
Very unique, yeah, very special. Yeah, that's definitely not the first pair that you buy.
No.
They are a bit difficult to wear on a daily basis. But then, yeah, if we keep going up, I would say, yeah, Alden. Alden are, and when you are thinking Alden, you are thinking about the Cordovan. You want that? Of course, it's going to be more than €1,000, 1,200 maybe nowadays.
Some brands like this Loafers, they start at €800, I think.
Yeah.
But also, I forgot about one brand that is not so popular in Sweden, but it was popular. I think it's still popular in Poland. Berwick.
Oh,
it's
I don't know
Spanish brand.
Okay.
It's like entry level shoe.
Okay.
Goodyear welt, decent quality. I mean, the quality is you can compare to Mörkvist and Morhas, I think.
So yeah, and Alden also has another brand, or it's a bit specific. They are doing that in Japan, but you can get them also in Europe, and that's Anatomica. And Alden Anatomica, like the name indicates, are a bit more. They are closer to the actual anatomy of a foot, so they are supposed to be extra comfortable. They are made a bit differently, but they are even more rare, so the price is even higher. They are quite popular in Asia. I think it's a Japanese thing or something like that. They are very, very beautiful as well. That's the type of shoe that you buy and that you keep your whole life, but literally. So that's this type of investment.
I mean, loafer would be my second pair of shoes actually in my wardrobe, I think.
Yeah. After what? After.
I think the first one would be just black Oxford, because if you want to go to a wedding or something.
Yeah.
But right now, actually, I don't wear my black Oxfords. Yeah. But also another thing, you mentioned Japan, and in Japan, for example, Loc, they have their special loafers on a white rubber chunky sole.
Oh.
It's a trend over there. A loafer on a white rubber or some kind of, I don't know, some composite material, synthetic material, like winter boots.
Yeah.
Very chunky ones, but white. Yeah.
Okay.
But also we should mention: should you wear loafer with socks or without?
Oh yeah, just one last before jumping into that, because I'm French and it's difficult not to talk about Western. Western loafers are. It used to be, especially in the 90s or up until the 90s, it used to be a status thing. You know, when you can buy a pair of Western shoes, you arrive somewhere. You know, it's a bit like the Rolex of shoes. And nowadays, no one really cares about that anymore. So they have lost a bit their hype around that, and it's quite pricey for what it is. Again, like many other brands that we could quote, but also they have a very special shape, so it doesn't suit to everyone.
I never actually heard of that.
Of the Western?
No.
Yeah, it's a Parisian or French thing, but I'm telling you, it was really a symbol. To own a pair of Western, and I must say probably a lot of French people that are listening to us and that are into menswear, they know about it, they heard about it, and there's some kind of
guys, let us know if you heard about that brand, if you heard about that trend even.
Yeah, the West. I mean, you guys, maybe you are too young to know, but I'm telling you, owning a pair of Western for a lot of people, it still resonates like it's.
In Poland, owning a pair of Western shoes when I was young, it was something. But you know, loafers in socialism, they disappeared in Poland.
Why?
So when they came back, a lot of guys were like, "I'm not gonna wear those female shoes."
Female shoes.
Yeah.
Really?
Like this,
because they disappeared because of that, because they were too feminine.
No. I mean, I don't.
You don't work with those type of shoes.
I don't even know. When it was socialism in Poland, a lot of stuff disappeared.
But because it doesn't represent work, it represents leisure.
Yeah, exactly. So it was not worker shoes.
No, exactly.
But fisherman sandals were worn by my uncle, for example.
Yeah, but fishermen, it's different.
Yeah,
you know?
Fishermen sandals.
They are working.
They're back right now. Yeah, but about those socks, I guess that when it's a formal occasion, you can still. I would wear a loafer, but with a sock.
Yeah.
If not, I'm still wearing socks that just those invisible socks.
The only the shoes that I'm wearing without socks sometimes, and it's rare. Otherwise, those are the GH Bass that I mentioned.
Or both shoes maybe. Even.
Exactly, because they are sometimes, and in this case, they are made for that. Yeah. So you can tell that inside it's made in a very comfortable way that you can wear them without socks, and it makes sense because those are shoes that you are supposed to wear on a boat. Yeah. So you can take them off, take them on, and you can have your
because
wet
it would
foot in
be
it.
uncomfortable with a wet sock.
Exactly. So it makes sense for those shoes, but they are especially made for that. If you wear other type of shoes without it, you're just going to bleed. Yeah. Most of the shoes are going to be very uncomfortable. Yeah. It's
but
not very
also
nice.
With loafers, because they show so much of the sock should be nice.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not a big fan of like colorful socks.
No, I don't like it.
But I
either.
like socks with those lines, like ribbons.
Yeah, that would be the maximum, I would say. I don't really like those. It feels too. I don't like the dandy stuff, to be honest. No. So when you are trying to show too much effort, because if you are wearing a color, there's going to be some color. So this color needs to be coordinated with something that you're wearing.
Sometimes it doesn't need to be. You remember your red socks on Plaza Uomo party?
But then that's special because red socks.
No, not Plaza Uomo. It was W.M. Brown.
Project. Yeah, the W.M. Brown.
But it was a statement then.
Yeah, exactly. It's different. There's a tradition, especially in Italy, because, and I mean, also French people will know about it because there's this website that is called My Red Red Sox, Mes Chaussettes Rouges in French. Clea is actually working there nowadays. And this gimmick of the name comes from the tradition of it's clerical people in Rome, and it's the status of the people. So the Red Sox were worn by a certain status at the church. The higher level, I think, is violet socks. Cardinal, yeah. And I see even in France we have a tradition. People that are, I'm not sure which academy is actually granting them of that. Maybe Literature Academy. I'm not sure. I'm sorry about that. But I know that they are wearing green socks.
Some kind of showing your status.
Yeah, I think it's Mazarin that makes them, which is a brand specialized for those socks.
It's like blazers with the logo of the university.
Exactly, and they are making green socks for those people. But all those socks that we are mentioning, the ones that are made even for the Pope, they are making them for. I mean, my red socks, Mes Chaussettes Rouges, are selling them, so you can get the same sock as the shoe, as the Pope, as the Cardinal. So,
but I remember that Polish Pope actually had some loafers, white loafers made by Polish shoemaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from Warsaw.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's a kind of some kind of statement, and in this case, it's because I was bleeding so much that I decided to wear red socks,
so it will cover.
It will cover the blood. But it's nice also. I would say that. In this case, it can to have this bang of color comes from some kind of tradition. So it's cool because you are following something that is a bit bigger than you. So it's almost a status thing also, and this contrast kind of looks nice, especially when you are wearing something that is quite toned down, navy blue, gray, and you have this pop of color. That's very cool, especially when it's super formal, the rest of the wardrobe.
And how about, to wrap up this episode, which color and which leather would you choose for your first pair of loafers?
It's probably a bit boring, but I would say probably black penny loafers. I mean, it works with everything. I'm wearing them all the time.
It is. I would say that it would be brown suede.
For me that would be second, but I mean it could be first as well. It depends, and again, it depends on your context. It depends on what you will wear the most, and that's every time what I'm telling to a customer, that is like I'm presenting 3 types of fabric and they are all equivalent in terms of wearability and versatility, and I'm like, all right, but what do you need first in your context, what will you wear the most? And then that's probably the answer.
In more formal occasions, just black.
Yeah, exactly.
But it would work even with jeans and even white socks, Michael Jackson style. But brown look cool with a field jacket, with white denim, with regular denim.
It's more summer also oriented.
Exactly.
So you could split that. But I mean, with these 2 shoes, you can wear them all year round, and you have something that will always work.
Exactly. So guys, if you guys don't have loafers yet, just get 1 pair and aim for Cordovan.
Yeah, and before wrapping up, tell us, what do you think about our neon? We're super proud about it.
Yeah, we were so excited getting one.
Every time I'm looking at the return, I'm like, that's quite cool.
Yeah, because we have a screen, we can see each other, see ourselves here, so we can control the time.
Because I mean, it's nice to see where we started, and I mean, I know it's not a big deal. It's just a neon. Who cares? But I mean, those are steps in life. It's cool, We have worked for that.
But we have our brand right now, and the small little tie. It's so cute.
Yeah, no, but I mean that's nice, and we are super happy to have more and more people giving us messages, asking us questions. You guys are red, we see it, and I'm actually on the streets or even at work. I'm meeting a lot of guys that know. They're like, oh, I know you.
Almost every day I meet one guy that listens to our podcast.
Yeah,
on Vasagata.
Me 2 or 3 times a week, and all the time I'm telling them, but why don't you leave a comment? Why don't you I'm a discreet listener. We all are. I'm
guys,
the same.
don't be so discreet. Don't be so shy, guys. Just comment, write to us, and follow us on YouTube
and
as well.
share what we are doing, because if you're into what we are doing, it means that probably some people around you are also about that. So
share with family and friends.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But see you later, guys. Hear you later. Bye bye.
Ciao.